To edit your HDR photos, you are going to load them all into the computer, go into Photoshop, and instead of opening them like you normally would, you're going to go to File, and you're going to go down to Automate and Merge to HDR Pro. So once you get into this file, you're going to browse, and then you're going to find your folder with your HDR photos in them. So for this one, I'm going to combine the pictures that are the same composition and that go together. So some of these I've already done. Let's try this one. So I'm just going to click Shift and grab all three and then press OK. And then once they load here, I'm going to press OK again. So this is going to merge all three images together, and it's going to open in an HDR window. So sometimes that takes a second, and you can see some things happening in the layers over here. So just be patient and let them load. You can see the wheel's still spinning, so things are still happening. Okay, so this is a combination of all three images, and I can subtract some of them out of the equation by unchecking them. But generally what I do is I go up and I click this Remove Ghosts box. When you do that, usually if anything's misaligned a little, it'll align it back up. The other thing I do is I usually make adjustments in the radius and the strength, in the details, and then sometimes in the vibrance and saturation down here. So you can go in here and just try whatever you think looks most interesting. So you can see this has different effects by dragging the radius or the strength. One of them adds a little more glow to the edges. Some of them add a little more grit. So I like to grab these. Also, this detail slider really adds a lot of grit, which I think is cool. So it brings out the texture. And then down here, you can do vibrance and saturation and increase those. You can also do your regular edits once you get into normal Photoshop. There are also these really cool custom ones that will appear under these presets, kind of do some custom things. So you can click through these and see if any of these are an effect that you like. So it's kind of like a effect that it's applying. So I'm just going to keep my usual here, go back, set my, I like the details. I like to pull the strength over a bit. And maybe the radius. The radius has that glowy effect, so I like that too. So make your adjustments, and then you're going to click OK. And then it's just going to open up in Photoshop. It is going to be opened in a Photoshop file. So when you're completely done, you want to make sure that you save it as a JPEG so that you're able to turn it into Teams and upload it to your website. So here it is here. Takes a second to load. But now if I'm good, I can File, Save As, and save it as a JPEG, or I can go to Image and Adjustments and do any other adjustments to it that I need. Just notice it is a Photoshop file, so you're going to have to, when you save as, go in and change the format down here to JPEG, and I'm going to call this Hanukkah-HDR-1, and then just save it to my folder.